Welcome back to the Crypto Gorilla YouTube channel. So today I'm going to do what I do every 1 to 2 weeks, where I look back at the different projects I've spoken about. I'm also going to talk about the future of my channel as well as the current market. So as some of you may have heard, I opened up my very own Patreon. Here are some of the whitelist I've secured for projects launching in November. So if you don't see 200 spots next to the name, I wasn't able to secure one for every single member in the Patreon, but I will do a giveaway at random so everybody has their fair shot at getting a spot. So if you want access to the private chat, if you want access to early alpha, if you want to find out about projects as early as possible so you have a good chance at making their whitelist, or if you want the benefits of getting automatic whitelists or winning the whitelist giveaways, consider supporting my channel and joining the Patreon. Now, a few things I will not do. I will not be doing buy and sell calls. And although we can discuss projects that are on the market, projects that are undervalued, that really isn't my specialty. For that, I personally like listening to my boy Kosher Plug, who's actually launching his very own alpha group. And to get in, you're going to need a plug pass. So with it, you're going to get a ton of features like live market updates, custom guides to trading NFTs, and he's got some really great strategies, daily mint schedules, insider team trades, crypto trading and NFT expert calls, one-on-one talks with experts, access to whitelists for future projects, giveaways and game nights. And he's also going to be working on some tools. So there's going to be tools to track listings and sales, as well as what he's calling the Kosher Kit Chrome extension. And here's a preview of what that would look like. Basically, you're just going to activate the Chrome extension, and then on OpenSea, you're going to be able to see the rarity ranking of individual NFTs. So if you're trying to snipe something and you need to act quick, this is a very useful tool. I normally go to rarity tools, type in the individual IDs of each NFT. So this is a really useful tool, and I'm personally really interested in using this. Some notables on the team, of course, there's Kosher Plug. There's also Brett from the Brett Way. Now, I know this seems like a paid shill or even just a shill because I know him and we're friends, but I've been subscribed to Kosher Plug before I even knew him because he actually has some really good calls and some really good alpha. And Brett was actually a very big inspiration for my own YouTube channel. And look at it this way, I have my own Patreon, so I wouldn't talk about someone else's alpha group unless I truly believed in them. So this is going to go on sale the 1st of November. The price is 0.25 Ethereum, and there will be a yearly renewal fee of 0.15 Ethereum. Although depending on the price of ETH, that price is going to vary, and you still can get whitelists for this project. So if you want to join our Discord, I'm going to put the link in the description down below. Next, I want to go over my calls, if I was right, if I was wrong, and the current state of the market. So first on our list, we have Awakened. Now, I spoke about this project many times. I had interviewed the founder, and they just had their whitelist sale. Their public sale is currently going on. It's going to end on Sunday, October 31st at 5 p.m. Eastern. So if we look on OpenSea, we can see that only 3,700 of the 10,000 available supply have sold, and a couple people are panic selling under the floor price. However, if we look here, only 98 of 3,700 are available for sale. And I do believe this is because of the mechanics of the multi-passes, where it encourages you to hold because the pass gets more and more rare the longer you hold on to it. So I do believe that many people, including myself, went into this project with a long-term mentality and not just to try to flip it. And I do think a lot of people are expecting them to burn the remaining supply. I can tell you that they're not going to do that, at least not now. The plan, which was actually a plan before they did the drop, but they ended up going with a 10,000 supply drop, is going to be to do future releases where they release multi-passes in different batches. And I personally really like this idea because, as I said, I'm planning to hold on to these long term. So if I'm going to be in a community and I'm going to eventually evolve my multi-passes, if I don't have a rare one, I'm going to want to upgrade it to be a more rare one. So if I can go ahead and buy multi-passes in the future and I don't have to pay an arm and a leg on OpenSea, that is really going to be good for the community, especially if the current holders get first right of purchase in the future. Now, there's also a ton of benefits just for holding on to the multi-passes. You're going to get weapons, you're going to get gear, you're going to potentially get special characters. So as you can see, I'm really excited about this project, and I do plan on holding on to mine long term. Now, this doesn't mean that the price is not going to go down. It's just that I really like this project, I really like the team, and I really like the gamification of this project. The next project I spoke about is Breakfast World. They're currently having their public sale as I film this video. If you look here, we can see that sales are actually moving very slowly. And if we look on OpenSea, the floor price is currently not a flip. Now, I do really like this project. I like the art for this project. However, we're seeing another project that is potentially going to struggle to sell out. Now, by the time I release this video, this might have completely sold out. So I might be completely in the wrong. So it's really a shame to see this happening with a ton of Ethereum projects that have a high supply. I think a lot of people are just really scared of minting things right now. My mentality recently has been, if I don't have whitelist, I'm pretty much not going to mint something due to the high prices in gas. So I hope the whole Shiba mania ends soon and that gas prices come down back to normal. But yeah, right now it's pretty much whitelist or I don't mint. So that's why I'm working really hard to get my patrons whitelist for as many projects as possible to give them as many opportunities as possible. Next, let's talk about Solana. And in my opinion, the current state of Solana NFTs, they just suck. One of the only ones I went for was the tower, and I did really expect the floor price of the tower to be much higher than where it is right now. Now, I had 2 raffle tickets. I really don't like these raffle systems because they do not work well. I had to try on 2 different wallets 7 times on each wallet just for my bids to be approved. The other thing, I don't know why everyone is bidding the highest bid possible. That just makes absolutely no sense to me. But yeah, the company behind the bidding system really needs to make it work, because I had to put in 7 bids just to make my bid go through. And for something like Rogue Sharks, I only had 3 minutes to put a bid through. Mine failed, so I didn't even get the opportunity to join the Rogue Sharks raffle. Now, as for these NFTs, like I said, I really expected the floor to be higher. If I got 2, I would have flipped 1 right away and then held 1. If I only got 1, I probably would have sold at 5 Solana. If we look at the floor, okay, it didn't even sell for 5 Solana. I'm sure some sold for 5 Solana, but the average price was 4.7 Solana. So I probably would be holding on to one of my towers at the moment. However, I do see the future value of this project going up if the team is able to add utility or to add some really cool features to owning one of these apartments. The other Solana project that I spoke about was Goblin Laboratories. Now, I did not end up minting one of these. The price of 3 Solana for 11,000 supply was way too high for me to get into. And as I discussed with members in my Discord, this was my fear, that the art was going to be way too random, and then as a buyer, I would have no idea what to buy. Would I just buy a brain and take my chance at creating my own NFT, or would I purchase one of these that is already made? And a lot of these just really aren't impressive. Now, that's not a knock at the team. Their idea and the tools they built in order to make this project happen, it's really innovative, and I do see a bright future for Goblin Laboratories, and these do have utility when it comes to their future drops. However, I am happy that I did not purchase one of these, because in the current state of the market, I would not want to be holding one of these NFTs. Now, it doesn't mean in the future that these won't be recognized as a great NFT. And one of the things I think about for art in the future is this going to be recognized when I see it hung on a wall in a virtual gallery, in a virtual museum? And these do have a very specific art style, so people will recognize that is a Goblin Laboratory piece. The same way if you looked at a Bungie piece or a Galaxy Eggs piece, you'll know that is from that specific collection. So I do hope to see the floor price go back up. I do hope to see excitement when it comes to this project. However, I think the supply is way too high for the floor price that they chose. This person got absolutely wrecked. They bought one for 6.5 Solana. So the one blockchain that is doing very well, at least in my opinion, is Cardano NFTs. So pretty much anything you bought on Cardano, as long as you bought a decent project or you followed the sacred formula of cute plus Cardano equals money, you're pretty much in the green. So here we got Grumpy Bunnies, and these are not one of ones. As you can see, they repeat, and the floor for one of these is 170 ADA. If you got a Yummy Halloween edition, they were 5 ADA. They sent you back 2, so basically 3 ADA. The floor is currently at 55 ADA. The floor for Forgotten episode 0 is currently at 490 ADA, although the floor does quickly go up to 1000 ADA, and the highest I believe I saw the floor for these was 995 ADA, and that is partially due to the collection advantages that they added in their Discord. And if you think that's the only one that they have planned, you are wrong. They have a ton more of that stuff planned. However, even with the current floor, if you minted one of these, you are above a 6x. And as for episode 1, there is one available for 99 ADA. However, the floor for this quickly goes up, and I believe with all the hype at one point, the floor for this was at 250 ADA. Next, we have Clumsy Ghosts, and there were 10,000 of these available, so a very large supply, and the floor price for these is 85 ADA. So if you minted one of these, you are currently above a 2x in returns. I personally minted 3 of these. And the last one we spoke about is Lion Legends. Now, there was a controversy with this one where I believe one of the mods put his address and said it was the real address, and he got something like 24,000 ADA. We did see a lot of hacks this week. It was a really scary week for NFTs. We saw BearX get hacked. We saw Jungle Freaks get hacked. There was a very short-lived 0x vampire hack. However, it still did sell out, and they are still performing quite well. The floor price is currently at a 2x minting price. However, my problem with these, which is what most people assumed, is that they all pretty much look the same. There really wasn't enough traits to make these stand out from one another. They all have the exact same facial expression. They're all holding something in their mouth. and they're all pretty much wearing the same shirts, the same things. The colors are all the same. So unless you have a legendary one, they're all pretty much gonna be identical. You know, I have absolutely no idea, just trying to snipe one, what makes one rare and another not rare, because they all look so similar. This is something that I'm personally not interested in investing in. Now, I hope it does well. I hope in 2 weeks or a year's time, the price of these is through the roof and you guys can come back and say, wow, this video did not age well. But that's just my opinion. These look way too similar and I have no interest in this project. So now I usually talk about the future of my channel. The Patreon is going great. I honestly did not expect anybody to sign up, and I believe right now I have 64 people who have signed up, and it seems to be going really good. People seem happy. At least I think they're happy. If you guys aren't happy, please let me know and I will do my best to make it even better. As for my own NFT project, like, I have a ton of ideas. I have ideas for multiple projects and they're all written down. Right now I'm currently looking for an artist, so I've been searching artists. I've been messaging some. None have answered me back that I'm interested in. I'm very picky. I want a very particular style and I want somebody who can handle a very large workload. I essentially have two ideas. One of them would just be like a cute plus Cardano project. I start very simple. At first, it's just for the art, and then I build on top of that project and I make it better and better over time, which would be a lot easier to do and a lot safer. The other one is kind of this dream project where I have a ton of ideas and it's going to take a lot of people, time, and money in order to make it happen. But that is really the one that I want to do because I don't like going into something halfway. I like to dive into something all the way and just commit to it and to do my best into making it happen. So for the moment, for the time being, that's what I'm trying to do. I really do need to find an artist yesterday. So I'm going to make sure this weekend that I do lock down an artist and we can start working on the art, because the art is going to be one of the hardest things to do, at least for the first stage. I have 3 stages planned for the project. I have an idea of the developers I'm going to go with. However, same thing, I have not locked anyone down. So don't expect an NFT project in the next month. If you see a stealth launch in my Discord, the Discord was hacked. I'm not doing a project anytime soon. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow, and the more of a channel grows, the more I can give away. Speaking of which, I am giving away 0.1 Ethereum to my subscribers. In order to qualify to win, you have to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, retweet my pinned tweet, and tag one friend in the comments of that pinned tweet. If you want to join a Discord, if you want to join a Patreon, if you want to buy crypto in Canada, you will get free money when you make your first trade. All of those links are in the description down below. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification. Thanks for watching the Crypto Gorilla. Peace.